Hello everybody, we're back. We're back after a couple of weeks. We had to take a break. Things got really crazy down here in Mount Dora, Florida. As you know, I'm from Ohio. Well, my son decided to get married here in Mount Dora, and we had all the relatives and friends and family. Everybody came down from Ohio, so it's been crazy, but they're all gone now. So I had about 2 weeks of entertaining, and Jane and I were just kind of overwhelmed with a lot of things. And now, of course, it's Christmas, but we thought we would squeeze in a video today for everybody. So, and today I'm going to paint some margaritas. Why not? Because either people are getting ready to go on vacation, or we miss the kind of summer vibe, or whatever. And margaritas are kind of fun to paint. So it involves fruit, and it's just kind of like some really fun colors. And anyway, you can just kind of watch me do this. I'll show you how I approach a painting like this, and just relax and enjoy the process. Try it if you want, or just enjoy watching it. So here we go. All right, I am going to start, of course, with my Hooker's Green, and I'm just going to kind of sketch this out really quick. I'm going to start with this I have a bucket of my favorite flower hydrangeas because they're just easy to paint, and they're a good space filler. Always leave room when you're drawing out your still life, leave room on your table for what you're going to put. I have a lot of students that always end up putting everything on the bottom of the canvas. You don't want to do that. So now I'm going to make the margarita, which is I'm painting this on an angle so you all can see it. And it's hard on this angle, but I can do it. This is a fancy little stem. I like things a little wonky anyway. Gives it character. Some of us just want to keep making everything so correct and so perfect, and it's tedious. It's tediously correct. I like charmingly incorrect myself. So here, I'm going to put a lime on the glass right here like this. And this is going to be where my flowers are. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but it's what I do. This is always the exciting, to me, laying out a painting. The dark, what I'm doing, the dark is where the flowers are going to be. Those are just the shapes of the flowers, and then I'll put white over those. Let's put some stems in there. Give yourself a break. Just do what's comfortable. All right, so I have this I set this still life up. I have this little Mexican terracotta bowl here. I'm going to just do that. I'm going to just put some fruit, limes, maybe a lime right here, and then maybe a half of a lime that's cut right there. Now, in this photograph I took, I have the actual bottle of tequila. We can do that if we want. Let's just see what it looks like. I have to reach way over here, but I think it's Jose Cuervo. That's the side over there because it's kind of at an angle. And it's got a label here, and then it's got a little thing right there like that. In this photograph I have a shaker of salt, but I'm not going to put it in. I'll put a piece of fruit right here, maybe one back there. Nah, I don't like that one. Just maybe one here and one here. There, I think I've filled up my canvas pretty well. It's going to have a nice little summery feel to it. So let's jump in with our white. I rinsed off my brush, I'm gonna load it up with white, and I'm gonna decide where I want my flowers. Let's go right over the dark Booker's green. I like my flowers going off the canvas a little bit. And I'm going to outline my margarita glass. Kind of fun. Now, the next thing, when you do a still life, you really have to decide where the light is coming in. And I'm going to have the light coming in from the left. So I'm just going to brighten up one side of my container, maybe lighten up this. And then lighten up one side of my fruit. You know, in my photograph, I draped fabric. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I might just put ocean back there and sky. Make it kind of on the water. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some greenery. I'm going to dip into my cadmium yellow medium, mix it with a little bit of
Hooker's green.
Hookers. Waiting for you, JJ. It's been so quiet. It's been a while since you've seen me paint. You know, we're back using the tripod. We get these comments. People who like the zooms. Some people like to see the whole canvas. I mean, we can't please everybody. We get all the different comments. But we're going back to the tripod today. I'm using this brush. I can just squeeze it and bring it to a point. Do you see that drips don't really bother me? That's liberating. If I start it like on the bottom, I can just get all kinds of different leaves. This one goes to a point. This one just kind of starts with a point, but play around with it.
And that's your favorite Princeton?
It's my favorite, yes. I just bought 2 new ones. These are, you know, the Princeton 6300 series, number 12.
Which is 1 inch.
1 inch
Yeah.
angle. I'm going to take some, I don't know. Let's see, what color do I want to make that vase? I'm going to jump in first. I'm going to take some phthalo green and mix it with a little yellow and maybe a little white.
And the yellow is cadmium yellow?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm just going to start to kind of throw in, this is going to be my color. I was thinking of making my vase that color, but you know, you would think that before I do a YouTube video that I would have this planned, but I don't. Because I'm kind of spontaneous like that, because I want to have the water blue in the background and sky blue, so I kind of have to, maybe I'll just stick with white for my base. I'm going to dip into my favorite shadow colors, which is purple and light blue violet, a little light blue, and maybe some Naples yellow. That's
And the
4
purple
things.
is what kind of purple?
Brilliant.
Brilliant purple, okay.
Although it just looks like lavender. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to kind of shadow back here this vase. Maybe it's just a white vase. You know, when it comes to deciding colors, sometimes the best decision is just leave it white, because there's so many beautiful colors within white that you can do. And this is going to be kind of, you know, shadowy color, because the tablecloth is going to be bright white. I'm going to drop my shadows under my fruit, under the bowl. We really kind of want to work from large to small. And you know, we can jump in with the details later, but right now, just getting it laid out, this is the exciting part. I'm going to put a tablecloth in, or a table. My easel is very wobbly. I like this easel because I can adjust the heights really easy when I'm working alone, but it really needs to be adjusted because it wobbles.
Do you want to stop and adjust?
No, I can't, because
Okay.
it'll just do it again.
Okay.
So, I don't like that fruit, so I'm getting rid of it. I'm just gonna bring my table to about right there. No, I have it here, lower here. Oh, well. It's bending down, okay?
It's an oval table.
It's an oval. You should see this up close, everybody. It is a mess. And you're probably thinking, yeah, we know. But you just wait. That's a little bit higher. I'm going to throw the color of kind of wood or terracotta on my...
So is that a sienna raw or?
yeah, it's raw sienna and a little burnt sienna and a little bit of red.
Red light?
Yeah,
Okay.
red light, yeah. And I think I'm going to throw some Naples yellow in there too because I want it lightened up a little bit right
Ooh.
there. Well, I didn't finish my table. Okay, I will, right here. Okay, let's pop this out with, my goal is I'm gonna fill up all this red canvas that I started painting, I painted it red, and I'm gonna fill it all up, and then I'm going to let it dry. And I think we have a sunny day out there, but I can let it dry pretty fast. I'm using cad yellow, Jane,
And that's medium.
medium.
Mm-hmm.
I should make those limes, so I'm gonna add a little green, little hooker's green and a little phthalo green into my yellow. This is really a loose painting.
What's new?
I know. It's been stressful. Things have been stressful. No, I've still been painting. I have to come in here and paint. So, are you seeing it? It's coming.
Yes.
I'm gonna darken underneath.
And that's just plain hooker's green.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the darkest value I can get. Well, I mean, phthalos you can get pretty dark, but I know I got another spot down there. Everybody's probably saying, what are you gonna do with the bottle? Well, you know how you paint glass is you don't. You paint right through it. There's a label. And let's do something really fun. I'm gonna jump in here with this Margarita. That's the top of it. Doink, doink, doink. Those are just the sides. I know the light's on the other side, but I don't care. I'm gonna put a little bit of like ocean color in the background and then sky, and and then I'm gonna let it dry. So let's just do that right now. Let's do light blue and a little phthalo green and some white. And, oh, look at that. Okay, Jane, tell me I'm cutting it in half.
Yes, you are. No.
I'll
It's
bring it
a
up.
little bit above. I think you're okay.
I think I'm okay. Such a kind of refreshing color, huh?
Yeah, and it's, I
Well-
mean, it's wintry right now, and it's kind of fun to see a nice, bright, summery.
Yeah. And a lot of people are getting ready to go on vacations to someplace tropical. Look at all the drips. That would drive a lot of people insane, but I know I'm gonna cover it up. I'm just gonna, I've got too much. All right, so then let's just kind of knock in a sky. I'm gonna use more of a light blue violet for my sky.
And are you mixing it with white?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is so loose. You know, you could start a painting this loose, and then you could always just sit down and go in and define things, but I'm really short on my light blue violet right now, so. Just kind of cutting around my flowers.
How old is your paint palette today?
Boy, it's about, let's see, the last time I painted was about 3 days ago.
Okay. Wow.
So it stayed pretty wet. I just, you know, I'm like anybody else, I don't want to get new paint out when I still have some good paint left in my palette. It's still good. Okay, so I basically have everything filled in. Now, if I'm going to paint right through this glass, because that's how you paint glass. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back and refine it. So I think it's got a good start. I think it's really fun and loose and juicy. So we'll see you back here and after it's dry. Thanks. Plus I need to change my water. Okay, we are back. Jane and I filmed a little bit of this, and something kind of went wrong with the camera, so we are just going to pick up from here, and I added a little bit of white to my flowers, and I started to outline things a little bit. I haven't done too much, so I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to pick up, because it's totally bone dry, so you can just see how I can pop out the lighter side of my flowers. Always paint on dry paint, unless you're doing the very first step where you're picking up the underneath color. But, you know, when I do my dark flowers and then I like to put white over it, there's going to be some reflections on my vase. And I'm going to do the lighter side of my fruit. I'm dipping into a little bit of phthalo green and cad yellow and some phthalo green. Hooker's green, phthalo green, and yellow. And it's going to be on the lighter side of my fruit. And I'm just kind of hitting the lighter side of each line. Then I'm going to just pop some of this color into my bottle, because it's glass. It's going to be picking up all kinds of reflections. I'm going to hit the label. And there's like a seal up here. Just kind of going in for some detail now. Not a lot of detail. And of course I'm going to hit another layer on my tablecloth. I don't want to spell everything out for you. I don't think that it's going to help you be a better painter, because you need to take, you know, you can get as far as this, you can get a great start, and take it as far as you want to. If you consider yourself you want to be loose, then just stop. Live with it for a while, and then if you want to add more, add more. But we don't have to spell everything out for everybody. I mean, we just don't have to. Leave a little bit to the imagination and the beauty of fresh brush strokes. I'm going to get my smaller,
Half inch?
my smaller what?
Half inch?
Yes, by half inch. And I'm going to kind of put some details here with white on my cut up line there. Some highlights on my fruit. And maybe I'm going to take some of that green and put it in my stems up here, because we want to take the color and move it all over the place.
And that's the phthalo green again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And notice how I fix that horrible leaf by painting the water again right there. So this is about as far as I'm going to paint with you all. And if you try something like this at home, you could just get this far. I'm going real dark under here because that makes this all sitting flat.
No floating.
No floating. That kind of makes it sit flat on the table. So there we have it. Probably tomorrow when I come into the studio, I will maybe put another layer of blue on that sky. And that's light blue violet. And there's my some more reflections. Try to add a little bit, and I haven't done that as much as I should, but try to add a little bit of color to your whites. Because, you know, when I just see white.
And you've added Naples yellow there?
Yeah, a little bit. Just pure white is dull because it doesn't have any warmth or coolness, so you just kind of want to add some color to it, so it's just not, everything is always just so pure white. So that's it. This is about as far as, I keep saying that, and I want to keep going, that as we all do. I'm going to put a little bit of I'm going to take Naples yellow and do a little bit of lighter there. And that's about it. I want to repeat that color here, just because that'll move our eye around the canvas. So that is all I'm going to do for right now. And yeah, you can take this a lot further. I will probably take this a little further and just add a few more details as I'm sitting there at my canvas tomorrow. And you know, take it as far as you want, because we are all individuals, and your personal style will come out at the very end of the painting. But this is the basics of how you really lay out a painting and get a good, loose, fresh start. So we will see you in the next video. And also thank you so much. If you like this video, could you hit like or subscribe? And you can also go to my website, janeslipkagallery.com, and you can purchase classes on there for only $25, and they're hour long. And you get a lot more information, and you get the original photograph that I work from. So thank you, and we will see you at the next video. Hopefully we're planning on to get one before Christmas and New Year's if we can squeeze it in. Everything's been really crazy. So thank you. Thank you all. Bye.